Now, I made this video a while ago and I've been hesitant to put it on because once I made this video, I realised I've got to do something more proper. Now, we've started a little series on how to speak Bahasa Indonesia. That'll be coming up very soon. And I thought I'd just throw this video out there anyway. Maybe we'll just talk about what you need to know if you're coming here and want to learn a little bit of Indonesian. So I suppose the first thing you'd have to learn would be how to count. It'd probably have to be about the most important thing that you'd really want to know first, because everywhere you go, there's transactions, you know. So it's fairly simple to learn how to speak, and once you know from 1 to 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, and once you know that, then it's easy because you only add from 11 to 20 belas. So 11, 12, 13. Now, like SE, you don't say 1 belas for 11, you say 11 belas. Now, can be used many times, like one time, sekali. So you'll find you use that a lot, instead of 1. So, and that's how it is. You just add belas on. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like that. And then when you get to the 20s, it's 20. You start adding on pulu. It's the same first 1 to 10 numbers. 20, 21, 22, 23. And that's the same then right up through till 100. And once you get to the hundreds, just add ratus. 100, 200, 300, 400, like that. So, and then when you get to the thousands, you just add ribu. So it's 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. And that is thousands. Yeah, I just really love walking down here. It's just really lowish tide, and there's a lot of mud. Maybe a lot of this mud has washed through in the recent big rains and floods. And you can see down here they've got the diggers. Now these big diggers, some of them are on pontoon things, they actually float. And looks like they've been scooping it all up and dragging it back here. Maybe they're going to start taking it away in trucks. Yeah, there's a big patch up there too, look at it. Come on, Lucy. Luz. Anyway, back to the language part of it. Nope. Come on, Luz. Let's go. So what you really only need to learn first is how to order things and how to buy things, and understanding the language will come at a later time. Once you've said words and heard words so many times, you just remember it, you know. But in the beginning, if you just learn how to order things, how to order food, how to buy things, like if you want to buy something like a T-shirt. Well, the name for a T-shirt is kaos. So if you want a T-shirt, you just say something like that. Aku mau beli kaos, or aku mau beli baju, and then they'll know what you want. Like with pants, if you want a pair of pants, your pants are celana, and depending whether they're long and short, you'd have like celana pendek, short pants, which are shorts, or celana panjang, which are long pants, like a jeans. So if you wanted a pair of shorts, you say, you know, aku mau beli celana pendek, 1 aja, just one. And then you ask them the price. Now, the proper, I suppose, Indonesian way would be berapa harganya, but you don't have to say harganya, you just say berapa, how many, how much, you know. Say, berapa ini, how much is this? So the language is very simplified, like probably 80% or more of the population just speaks slang Indonesian. And slang is S-L-A-N-G, short language. That's what slang stands for, short language. So, and in Indonesia they speak short. They even write short. They don't write the full word, they just cut it down. It's like terima kasih, no one says that, they just say makasih, so everything's cut short. And I suppose you're better off learning the proper way first, but no one really speaks it. They grow up as children learning slang and it's sort of a little bit too formal if you speak in proper textbook Indonesian or Malay. It's really Malaysian language, you know, with some Dutch words thrown in, so yeah. So, and then just things like coffee, you know, boleh minta coffee, you know, or something, but you say, you know, aku mau coffee satu, I just want one coffee, you know. Coffee is kopi, K-O-P-I. See, where we say a C, they say a K, like a cat, because C-A-T is chat and it means paint. So they'd say cat, K-A-T, they'd spell it, you know, so, but the real name for a cat is kucing, you know. So the language is a little bit tricky, and the reason why it's hard for foreigners to learn Indonesian is because the vowels are different. Now, I had a really difficult learning until I realised you've got to change your vowels. Now, that's why Europeans can come here and easily learn Indonesian 10 times quicker than an Australian or an American, you know, because it's not A-E-I-O-U. See, they hear different, Indonesians. They hear, when we read words or say words the way with our accent and that in Australian, they don't hear it the same because the vowels are different. So you might think you're saying something properly and perfectly, but you're not, because like it's not A, B, C, it's R, B, Ch, you know, and things like that. It's not really A-E-I-O-U. So once you learn the vowels, it becomes a lot more easier to pronounce the words and say the words. But I found after a while, once you know, and the quicker you speak and you just blur it out, they understand it more and easy because they speak very quickly, you know. And that's probably one of the hard things about learning, understanding it, because you don't really know where words finish and a new word starts because they speak so quickly. And when you're new learning, by the time you stop and think and revert it back to English in your mind, the conversation's just lost, it's gone. So after time, and you've just been saying and hearing those words so many times, you don't have to think about it anymore, you know. So it is difficult to understand. It's easy to learn to what you say. I want a coffee, I want a beer, you know. And so the best things would be to learn is all the basic stuff like hot, cold, big, small, long, short, you know, and words like that, like long, panjang, short, pendek, you know, big, besar, small, kecil, you know, words like that, hot, panas, cold, dingin. So if you learn those basic things, then later on you can string them together into a rough sentence, you know. But even when I used to do that, I was still always thinking in English, so you don't have to say all the ands and buts and ahs and ifs and that, you just leave it out. A lot of their language is very simplified, and a lot of words, it's tricky too, because you learn one word, but there might be three or four, there nearly is 3 or 4 words for every word, different words that mean the same thing. So you learn one word and then they speak to you, it's saying a different word that means the same thing, and you haven't learned that. So after time too, you get to realise that there's 2 or 3 words for everything, you know. So it becomes quite difficult, and the older you are that you start learning, the sort of the harder it is, the harder to forget it, to remember it, sorry. So I used to just write down 10 things on a bit of paper and then go out and try and put them into sentences and practice it. And I never really had anyone properly teach me, so my Indonesian is sort of basic and slang. Most of it's slang. Now I know, because everyone basically on the street speaks in slang, so when you're speaking to an authority like the police or a government or in a shop or maybe someone with some sort of authority, that's when you're speak proper Indonesian, you know, because it's more polite and it's nice. But street level, you just speak, everyone just speaks slang, you know. I don't know, it's pretty, it just comes with time. And you've got to persist, you've got to get out there and try to practice it all the time. Probably getting someone to tutor you a little bit if you're first moving here as an expat and you want to learn a bit. Probably a school for a couple of months, you know, a couple of times a week, have someone come to your house and try and teach you things and give you phrases and that to practice, you know, might be the go. But I just learned very slowly in the bars and off the street, you know. So it's good to, you know, learn a little bit, get a little bit behind your belt, you know, just the basic stuff first. I'd concentrate straight out, learning how to count. Beautiful day today, check this out. Blue sky. Love it down here, it's just so quiet down by the lake. Anyway, see you on the next one.